What?
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
What it do?
What's going on, folks? Hope everybody's doing well out there.
Yeah.
We are the Amerime Junkies. We're going to be here talking about going back to school, but not just any school. We're going to be talking about our fantasy school today. But first, I'm going to start off with our intros. I'm going to start off with the young lady below me.
Hey guys, it's SiddeeQah Love here. How you doing?
Then we're going to go to our super dynamic Queen Neek.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Queen Neek. # Queen Neek. Shop Serpentine Fire. That's serpentinefire.co. Download our app on the App Store or Google Play Store today. Hope everybody's doing well.
And of course, the demon.
Hey, yo, it's your boy with the depression.
Good Lord.
Suck.
Like what?
I'm a
And-
sad gamer boy, and I live up to that.
And of course, I'm Salty Live 215. We are the Amerime Junkies, and this is the Amerime Junkie podcast. We're going to be talking about fantasy schools today, but first, we're going to get into a little bit of geek report. And there's only a few things to talk about, which is good. Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man No Way Home star Alfred Molina recently got married this week. Big congratulations to him.
Yay, it was so cute. He was so happy.
That was like raw emotions right there.
Pure joy.
Mm-hmm. In film news, apparently Rick James's daughter would like to see Terrence Howard play him in a biopic.
Oh dear God.
Mine.
He is not.
Man.
I'm Rick
telling
James,
you now,
mine.
he is not doing that.
I don't know. It's not like we're waiting for the next season of Empire.
No, he's done with
over.
acting. He retired from acting.
He has a bigger mission
Yeah.
to do. Did you not remember his speech?
What, the one from Hustle and Flow?
Oh God!
Stop it!
Being so rude.
Stop
Just
it,
so
man.
rude.
Man.
Also, there is a live action One Piece. It is still definitely happening. The script is being written by Matt Owens. I just found that out earlier today. Matt Owens is part of that writing team. He was also part of Luke Cage, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and Marvel Defenders. So, 2 out of 3. I don't know what to do with that. I'm still like getting an eye twitch from a live action One Piece.
That's all I gotta say.
And mind you, this is not going to be a movie. This is going to be a 10 episode season. So I don't know.
Why try, yo? Why try?
I don't know. I feel like this is not the move. Like Cowboy Bebop, that could be, yeah. All right. Most of the show, it can be physically done and CGI done, and still look good. One Piece, I don't know, man.
Get Terrence Howard to play somebody.
Play Zoro.
Stop it. Stop y'all shit.
Zoro, when he unsheaths his swords, main. Like
I got this, man.
There, you see it? Door. Door.
All right, now, the last piece before we jump into it. Now, for years,
Mm-hmm.
for years, McDonald's has had the same excuse: the ice cream machine is broke. I've heard it. You've
Yes.
heard it. Have you heard it?
Yeah, I've heard it.
The government said, you know what? I call bullshit.
Done.
The
The government.
FTC, yeah, the Federal Trade Commission is now investigating the machines that provide the ice cream at McDonald's.
What? Wait. Can
You
you
know,
please? I need you to repeat that to make sure I heard correctly.
the FTC is literally investigating why the ice cream
Done.
machines are always broke.
I'm done. That's what they're gonna. That's what they're gonna waste their time on.
You know what?
I ain't mad at it. Actually, this is a very valuable and very actual effective
I think this is where
investigation because this has been going on for well over 20, 30 years now.
I agree with Nico. And
It's
to
a
be
lie.
perfectly
They do
honest,
work.
we just pissed away a couple $1 trillion
Billions.
in a
Yeah.
country that we just left. And I'm gonna just
They
leave
trying to
that.
recoup them costs and be like, bitch, since your shit wasn't operable, that means that the money that you saved that you paying for expenses for that shit is false. Which means, bitch, you owe us more money. Come up
So
off that.
So, from what I heard about that, apparently the people who make the ice cream machines were not allowing anyone else but their like technicians to come out and do it, and it apparently costs like 18 grand or so for the technician to do it when it's
Somebody
really
gonna
a
be held
simple, easy
accountable.
fix.
Hey, somebody gonna be held
They weren't
accountable.
allowed to actually fix their machines. They had to get it fixed by the company that made it.
Oh my gosh.
mm, that's that bullshit.
Right.
This week there's been this week I think the milk crate fad is finally dying.
I mean,
I just wanted to say that out loud.
it
Makes me feel
left
better.
as quickly as it came. You know, white people saw black people doing something we thought that was fun but dangerous, and here they go, fucking themselves up way worse than we ever could.
I'm good. What vote for me, and I'm perfectly fine with that.
I enjoy things like this.
I mean,
It's
we used to
always
play all kinds of games as young boys. You know what I mean? That was dangerous as
it's
hell. That we
just
knew better.
it's
Nobody
just
ever
funny.
Yeah,
You know,
nobody ever played the knife game.
I mean, yeah, I played it.
Exactly. So did I. Not just the one where your fingers like is on the table, but also like my siblings gave me a actual butcher knife, and I would chase them around the house trying to stab them. Not like stab them to hurt them, but just like
That's not a
poke.
game. That's
It's a
attempted
poke.
murder.
No, it was like poke. Yeah, I'm gonna poke it.
No, that's
Poke.
no, that's called shank.
No, because it wasn't meant to like actually hurt them. I was literally just supposed to poke them. So
That
they were just supposed to get poked. But we all did crazy stuff as kids, yo. Like I mean, we used to jump out of the second floor, the first floor bathroom, run around the house, run down the steps, run back up, and you know, yeah,
Mhm.
that's what we did as young bucks. Okay, we did a lot of crazy, stupid shit.
And we are not condoning any of these
Not at
actions.
all, not at all. Like I am absolutely not encouraging anybody to do no stupid shit.
mm-mm. Y'all want to
I
play with
wouldn't
y'all
I am.
life?
recommend it. I definitely
I'm
would not
encouraging
recommend
it.
it.
Look, let the stupid weed themselves out. God damn it! It's
Hey,
survival of the fittest.
play at your own risk. Ain't that what you said? Play at your
Survival of
own
the fittest.
risk.
That's why I love the cart. That fucking the milk carton shit. Like,
PLAY. You say
can't
me.
wait till you bust your head.
It's at your risk, but I'll set you free. Hey, be
Also,
stupid if you want to.
Ubisoft has done a live. They did a live feed showing Far Cry 6 and how it's going to be playing out. Far Cry 6 looks like it's going to be another hit for Ubisoft. Uh, I've always been a fan of the series. I definitely enjoyed that over that monstrosity that they call Assassin's Creed.
What is your gripe against
You mean the
Assassin's
once a year
Creed?
game like fucking
Because
NBA and Madden?
because the last two games have nothing to do with assassinating.
Mm.
It's like, yeah, Vikings don't assassinate people, and neither do you in this game. Roman Empire, guess what? You're not assassinating. It's just like there's not enough assassination in this assassin game.
Right.
I feel hoodwinked, bamboozled, if you will.
Let us poke up Julius Caesar. Alright?
It's a hot mess.
I don't know. I just don't.
Says the
Oh,
child running around with knives. Calling me a hot mess.
Listen, I learned very valuable lessons. Okay, and I've also gotten much better with my accuracy and stabbing as well. So watch what you say.
she gonna curve a blade from down in the pan.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I already got a machete.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Stay down there. Fight off the gators.
Ain't got no gators around here.
But that was a geek report. Did any of you guys catch up with Marvel's What If?
Yeah,
Uh,
I actually watched all 4 episodes.
Uh, let's just hit on the one we just missed. Sid, did you see it?
No, not yet. I'm almost there. I'm not there yet.
oh my
Well,
god!
So have
well,
y'all
I
watched the
just
first
got
two?
back into Disney Plus yesterday.
Disgusting.
Have y'all
Okay,
watched the first two?
and
yes.
Yeah, I need to watch.
So like,
Yes.
yes, I'm here for Captain Carter.
Yes.
Captain Carter would have probably been a way better Captain America. I'm sorry. Not sorry, actually. I mean that shit.
I mean, damn. Like, what is
Because,
that?
like, here's the thing. Like, Steve is one of them motherfuckers that, like, he's gonna be a good old boy and follow orders and all of that until it didn't work for him, and that's when he only decided to break the rules or whatever. But then still wants to hold everybody to the same fucking standards that he himself doesn't always follow. Whereas Captain Carter is just like, listen, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do this shit right.
Well, I mean,
Problem.
I'm gonna have to disagree because the Civil War was literally that. Everyone thought Captain America would be the first one to be down with it, even though he's the main guy who really doesn't have a secret identity.
No, but what I'm saying, well, that's why. Well, here's the thing: the issue, even with Civil War, was really about the fact that Tony was like, "Listen, we just gotta like, if y'all want to keep doing this way and their way or whatever, this is what we gotta do." Steve was all like, "Oh no, fuck that. You know, our identities are this, that, and the third, or whatever." But it's like, nigga, you don't even have a secret identity. So
Yeah,
where's
but
your dog in this fight? Who are you
yeah, but
really
he
fighting
knew
for?
it, but he still knew it was wrong.
But again, who is he fighting for? Because again, you good. We know who you are.
He was fighting for every other hero who didn't want to have to register and show their face.
you know what
Like, yeah,
happened to poor
he,
Spidey after that? After
like,
his secret identity was revealed,
like Niko,
everybody came for him.
You're right. He doesn't have a dog in the fight, but he still fought for other people.
He still fought for other people, I guess. But yet wanted to give his best friend a pass for killing Tony's parents.
Because he literally
I don't get no, dog. You didn't. Because you got the memories of it. You didn't.
He literally was hypnotized.
Two veterans.
I don't give a fuck.
Two veterans beating the shit out of an orphan.
Shut the fuck up.
Not wrong. Not wrong. There's two veterans beating the shit out of an orphan.
But All right. We'll talk a few more minutes on the next episode, which was, of course,
That one made me cry a little.
yeah.
But you know what? You know what I love though? It was so wholesome.
Mm.
They kept him wholesome, and I appreciated that. Like instead of giving him Star Lord's like not
Oh
backstory,
God, no.
but instead of giving him Star Lord's like up like kind of like making everything be like kind of like what Star Lord actually went through and whatnot. Like I wonder what was it. Well, I know what it was because he actually said it in dialogue. It was like, you always have to have a better argument. You don't always have to be more violent. You just have to have a better argument. He was like, you know what,
Mm.
you're right, kid. I can never tell you no. And it was just like to see him as like such a not a terrible person was very interesting.
Who, Yandu?
Mm-hmm.
That's because, well, that's because the way the way the way T'Challa was raised before the Ravagers picked him up said a lot about his character in comparison to Star Lord. Star Lord does not have leadership qualities. He
Right.
doesn't.
Yeah, I agree.
But they want to pose him as a leader. Think
Yeah.
T'Challa was taught to be a leader as a child.
Right.
So he went out with Yandu and he used what he was taught and turned turn these space pirates into a force for good.
And into
Think
into
about
Robin Hoods.
think about it.
I was here
At
for
the
it.
Think about it. At the end of the day, Peter Quill was almost 30 years old working at Dairy Queen getting picked up by Ego.
I mean,
Meanwhile, T'Challa's been to the other side of the universe, saved most of it, and eventually came back home.
I mean, it was so wholesome. I was so
Yeah, it
like
was.
I was just like, oh my gosh,
And
yes,
I
yes.
feel like the
Was that his
wholesomeness.
voice or no?
yeah, that's Chadwick. That was Chadwick.
Okay. Like,
That
do
was
you
his.
know for sure though? Like,
I
because we
am
don't
a
know if
hundred.
he.
Nico, I am 100% positive that was Chadwick Boseman's last project.
Okay.
Yes. Like I am certain. It
And I
was
was just like,
beautiful. It was sad. It was funny. I like the fact that no one really knew Star Lord's nickname at when he was played by Chris Pratt, but everyone knew T'Challa. He's like, oh my goodness, it is Star Lord. I was like, oh snap.
right, Nebula. They had Nebula out here looking like a bad bitch.
Yeah, because she
Like,
was never beat up and abused and torn apart by her dad. And even
and
then,
everybody he kept talking to about this shit was just like, yeah, that sounds like genocide. Like, it's like, no, it's not genocide. It's no, it is. It's
bro,
genocide.
bro,
Like,
it's genocide.
just let it go.
But think about it. He was like somehow he was able to talk Thanos down to what he is now.
Which is even more interesting, you know?
Hmm. And it was
Like
just,
that would have been very, very interesting.
mm. But that's it for what if. I got to put up one time for Wakanda Forever.
Wakanda forever.
Uh,
Ibambe.
you won't be. But we are the Amerime Junkies. We're gonna be coming right back. Because we're going back to school, bitches. All right, so we're going to be talking about our favorite fantasy schools. We're gonna tap on middle schools and high schools.
Why are we
Any
talking
other
about middle
school is also
schools?
any other schools are perfect are
Wait,
also
wait,
allowed.
wait, 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 wait. Why are we doing middle schools and high schools? Like, I feel like middle schools, like
What?
that's a little sus.
How so?
Niggas, we all almost 30.
Yes.
in our 30s talking about fantasy middle schools?
A cartoon. What the hell?
Cartoon? Like, how many kids actually remember what the fuck the school that these characters actually go to?
Trust me. So
And their middle schools at that?
trust me. Depending on what schools, we'll see. We'll see.
I'm just saying, it's weird. It's a little weird.
Because I already know what middle school I would have loved to go to.
Go ahead.
The one from Recess.
Oh my god.
That was not a middle school. That was like K through 8th.
And that...
No, that's an elementary school, actually. That's not even a middle school. That was an elementary school because it only went up to 5th grade. Kindergarten to 5th grade. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. But still, Recess.
They had a long-ass recess, I will say that.
Yo.
Not to mention, they jungle jump. I had a couple dreams that I was on that jump a couple times. Yeah.
Damn, that was that was like a solid 30 minutes of recess. I would have loved it.
Right.
At least.
All right, middle school. All right, Malcolm X Middle School from Fillmore. First off, the school is called Malcolm X Middle School.
I mean, I feel like they probably should have had more militant children, but whatever.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, I'm surprised.
It would have been nice to see.
I'm still surprised Disney did something with the name Malcolm X in it.
Well, they'll mention him, but they won't do nothing else other than that.
Yeah, that's enough of that.
Yeah, that's it. It's moniker, and that's it.
Oh my goodness.
All right,
that's all you get.
But all right, what schools would you guys love to enroll in if you were going back to school?
What is that? What's the Face Academy?
Umbrella.
UA.
Oh, UA. Okay.
Fucking A. You goddamn right.
And what would your quirk be, Niko?
What would my quirk be? I would. Something tell me I would probably have Bakugo's powers.
Oh Lord, I feel like you would scream explosions.
Maybe.
Superhero name: Beige Rage.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Wow, Beige Rage.
Fuck you!
You might as well just said unmellow yellow. What the fuck?
Fuck you too, Corey. Like,
I was.
they're not helping. Not helping at all.
Anti-mellow yellow.
Sorry.
You niggas.
We love you too. How about you? You got one, Sid?
I do have. There's so many that I would choose, right? Because I would really want to go. I don't know if you guys ever saw like the Bikini Bottom elementary school before.
Oh my god, that is an elementary school.
I got like 3 of them for elementary schools, right? I would go to Dimsdale Elementary. With the hope of like getting fairy godparents. Even though I feel like you can be from anywhere.
Hold on, so you just want a sucky childhood?
No, you really
that's the qualifications.
No, it's not. You have to have shitty parents.
Oh well, I won't qualify then, Dad.
Because think about it. Chester is dirt poor. His dad wears a bag over his head, but Chester is a happy ass kid.
Right.
I mean, his dad wears the bag because of shame.
And then there's another one. School. SKOOL from Invader Zim.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, I could not go there. No.
You said elementary school, so that was like my.
You want to be a victim?
Yeah, right. You want to be a victim? That's how you can be a victim.
That's like saying That is the Nickelodeon equivalent to saying I want to go to South Park and elementary.
I'm done.
Nah,
There's
with
so
Cartman,
many.
the way Cartman bullies, no. He try actively put you into depression.
Nah, I would just beat his ass.
Okay, Wendy.
Problem solved.
Okay, Wendy.
Hey, it's problem solved. Nigga, stop talking shit about you. At least
No,
then
he
he'll.
won't.
I mean, he'll talk
He
shit about you
won't.
behind your back,
No, like he
but
don't.
he ain't gonna
Depending
say that
on
shit to
how
your face.
severely you whoop his ass, he might still be up on his bullshit. He didn't stop doing some bullshit until PZ Principal whooped his ass.
Oh my god. Well, since you talking crap, Demon Engine, what
Mm-hmm.
if you do know any elementary schools you would go to before we move on to like high schools?
No. I just know two schools I will go to.
Okay.
Uh, the one school I'd go to would be UA.
Hmm.
Same as Queen Meek. My court would probably be overhauls. I
Wait, what
plan
is
to
that again?
uh
You could take people's quirks.
nah.
Nah.
Basically anything he can touch it, he can deconstruct it and then
Oh
reconstruct it,
yeah,
do
that's right.
whatever the fuck he wants. I would
I can see
probably
that.
graduate at the top of my class, be a hero for 2 years, mis-
And then go straight
mysteriously
to
vanish.
villainy.
Nah, mysteriously vanish and then come back as a villain.
Yep, and then turn straight to villainy. See,
The
we knew,
the next
but we
school I
always
would
saw it
go.
coming.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, he's the top of his class. Why he look like he want to shoot up this school? I don't
Cause he
trust.
does. Cause he does.
And my other choice would actually be Deathmeister, or Death
You
Weapon
stole
Meister Academy.
mine. You stole one of mine at least.
I'm gonna be a
Interception.
I'm gonna be a weapon. I'm not gonna be a Meister. I'm gonna be a weapon. I'm either gonna be a big ass scythe or a pair of gauntlets. Hands is all I know.
No, I
All I
definitely want to
know
be
is
a
hands.
Meister for sure. I would want to be a Meister. I don't know what I would want to wield. I've always wanted to wield like a scythe, but I don't want to be Maka. You know what I mean? But I also like would love to wield like some sort of like whip that changes the
Okay,
way
Ivy.
that the way that it moves. So I wanted to be able to
Okay,
like stiffen
Ivy.
and loosen over time. I wanted to be able to grow spikes, get sharp,
Just
Okay,
say
get
I.
Ivy.
rounded.
Just say Ivy from Soul Calibur.
Right?
I wasn't even thinking about that. I wanted to be able, you know how in Bleach, like what's his name? Freaking Renji when he does Zabimaru and like it stretches and it comes back together. Like I want my whip to do all that.
So you want that Ivy work? Gotcha.
Oh, just
It's so
reminded me.
accurate.
Fucking Shinigami Academy. The Soul Reaper
Oh,
Academy from Bleach.
okay.
Okay, okay,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
That
good.
would be fun. Yeah.
All right.
Mm.
The one school I would never ever 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 go to, and this is going to be out of left field. Bayside High from Saved by the Bell.
Oh my gosh. That
Degrassi.
yeah, like why
Oh
would I want to go
shit!
to Degrassi? You know what I'm saying? Why would I want to go to that high school? It's
It's
like
not an
so
anime,
much
but
drama.
right. It's too much teachers fucking students,
Uh
students getting pregnant, niggas shooting up the school. Like ain't nobody got time for
yeah, nobody got
this.
time.
If I was, first of all, that's been my high school experience already. I would have
Done.
just went fucking. I would have sat every class. You would have just saw me just snacking on a bag of popcorn. What the fuck is
Done.
going to happen next?
Mm-mm-mm.
I
But
cannot.
no, Saved by the Bell was hands down. Bayside High is like one of the worst high schools ever. You got this dude Zach Morris who, on a weekly basis, literally ruins people's lives and just walks away from it at the end of the day, and everyone's supposed to be cool with it. I'm like, wait. We ain't gonna talk about how he just cheated on like this very large state test. No, end
Nope.
credits. All right, fine.
Nope.
Oh, I got some news for your geek report. I'm
Ooh,
sorry. So Lyft just issued an email literally like 20 minutes ago to all of their riders and drivers. A new Texas law, SB 8, threatens to punish drivers for getting people where they need to go, specifically women exercising their right to choose and to access the health care they need. We want to be clear, drivers are never responsible for monitoring where their riders go or why. Imagine being a driver and not knowing if you are breaking the law by giving someone a ride. Similarly, riders have never have to justify or even share where they are going and why. Imagine being a pregnant woman and trying to get to a healthcare appointment and not knowing if your driver will cancel on you for fear of breaking a law. Both are completely unacceptable. This law is incompatible with people's basic rights to privacy, our community guidelines, the spirit of rideshare, and our values as a company. We are taking action on two fronts. Lyft has created a Lyft driver legal defense fund to cover 100% of the legal fees for drivers sued under SB 8 while driving on our platform. Riders and drivers, nothing about how you drive, ride, and interact with each other should change. Texas SB 8 is an attack on women's right to choose. Lyft is donating $1 million to Planned Parenthood to help ensure that transportation is never a barrier to healthcare access. If you feel compelled to join us as an individual, you can make a donation to which they link there. And this was from Logan and John, co-founders, and Christian Schverchek, which is the general counsel. She's probably like more than likely Lyft's legal team, a part of the Lyft's legal team.
Oh.
And that's in light of y'all didn't hear about the law they
Yeah.
passed?
Oh
Yeah.
yes, we heard about it and all the things that come along with it. And it's really disgusting.
And people just need to mind their fucking business, like, bruh. Sorry, but back to the show. So sorry, I just needed to share that. That was a bit of like breaking news there for Lyft from Lyft.
Yeah.
Sorry to sour the mood, guys. So sorry.
Wow.
So anyway, as far as schools, like fantasy schools, what would be like? What's another school you would love to be like a student in? I would love to be a student at Hogwarts. Actually, no, I changed my mind.
No, I thought about it earlier. No, it's a possibility. Just because they show it in the movie, I gotta feel it like it's really racist in Hogwarts. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
y'all racist as fuck
And
towards.
I feel like Slytherin is where they
Right?
start with
Yeah.
the racism. Like I really do. I really feel like Slytherin is racist as hell, but everybody just rolls their eyes and tries to ignore them like they ain't really said shit. But like I feel like it's gonna be the new kids in Gryffindor, the new black kids in Gryffindor that's gonna whoop that ass.
I got a spell for you. It's called These Hands.
I feel like Malfoy would actually say the N word. I'm not gonna lie.
I believe it.
I feel like
No.
early Malfoy would. I feel like
Malfoy
by
would be the
time
one
he's
to
an
say the
adult.
N-word, but the first one to try and holler at a black girl.
Yeah, like I really feel like Malfoy by the time he's an adult will be like marching in the streets, but early Malfoy would have been like, all with the tattoos and saying no, like for real. Like he would be that reformed,
He'll be a Vice story.
Right. I would
and
love to
N-words.
see. Yo, do y'all remember when they were talking about creating the Black Hogwarts on Twitter, on Black Twitter?
Yes.
Yeah, all those characters. Yeah, like all
And
the actors.
who would be the like some of the best like headmaster and all of that?
Yeah.
Like that who would you feel like who do y'all feel like would be like the best ones to be in those positions per se?
Oh, pretty sure.
I really feel like Harry has to be light skinned.
What?
Sorry, I have to say it. I just feel
Why?
like Harry would be light skinned.
But why? What would make you say such a thing?
She anti-chocolate boy magic. That's what she is.
No, I actually am. He's super annoying. First and foremost.
I would have said the Weasleys would be not light skinned.
Wait, what'd you say?
The
Because he don't know how
Weasleys will
to
be light skinned.
two
Oh, the
light skin
Weasleys will
twins.
be light skinned?
Yes.
No.
Getting away with all the shit that they got away with, I actually have to concur.
the
Thank
Weasleys?
you.
Now I think about it. Can we talk about
The
something?
twins, specifically.
Yo, the twins are fuckboy
Yeah,
extraordinaires.
but I feel like they're just like jokesters. I feel like they like their complexion won't matter. You can make them any complexion. I
Can
say that Harry Potter would be light skinned because he's like just very like whiny, and I'm not saying all light skinned people are like this, but he has a lot of plot armor. Like I don't know.
Light skinned people
uh,
He's
do have a lot of plot armor.
he's like so naive but
What do you
gets
mean
through
plot armor? What is
everything.
that? What does that
Plot
mean?
armor means that like basically the writer, you get out of situations because the writer makes it so that you can easily get out of the situation. Like even the struggles, there's always this random nearly impossible loophole that kind of helps Harry. And sometimes I just want to see you go through the grittiness. Like I feel like Sirius. No, sorry. I feel Sirius. Am I saying? Yeah, I feel like Sirius
Yes.
Black would be dark skin. Like
can can I just side note? Can we talk about how Harry was rich as fuck, left an entire fortune, yet lived and stayed with his broke best friend, and not once ever helped that poor ass family out?
I mean, they weren't poor per se. They just had a lot to stretch. They had to stretch a lot.
Not once. This man was left
Oh
a
yeah, he had a whole
fortune,
mountain. Yeah, he had a whole mountain of fucking
and
coins and
not
shit, and never
once,
came up off on none of
not
them.
once came up
Not
off of
nary a
that.
one. Yup, that is true. What?
And this started fucking his
Classic.
broke best friend's sister.
done.
Yeah, Harry be light skinned.
That's why she wait, but that's why she married him. Right? There's your bag right there. Lifetime bag right there. Lifetime bag award. Boom. There we go.
But you know, the once another school I really couldn't fuck with though. Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters.
Why?
Because you go there, he helps you with your powers for maybe a year or so. Next thing you know, you get your ass whipped by Juggernaut in the middle of City Hall.
I mean, you should have just been ready. You should have not. You should have never
Nah,
volunteered to go on
nah.
that mission.
No, you're
These
gonna
missions is
go.
volunteer.
You're gonna
Based.
go,
Are they?
and then
Are
They're
they?
not forcing nobody to get on these planes and go to these locations, bruh. You thought that you was ready, and you wasn't ready.
I'm joining
Imagine
the
getting,
Brotherhood.
imagine getting snuck by that motherfucker. You just, as soon as you touch down out of the X jet, be like, all right, cool, my first mission. All you hear is, I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
right, you're just gonna go there, and then eventually your whole future, past and present, will be erased. So it's kind of
Yo,
like pointless.
remember that one meme? It was like, yeah, you just sent your kid to Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters. Now he on TV getting his ass whipped.
That's embarrassing.
It's like, wait a minute. Don't I pay for this child to go to school?
What the fuck are you teaching these kids? Because they
You
clearly
ain't got
can't
a
fight.
book in your hand or nothing.
Oh my gosh.
Ah!
Right. I think we need to take them over to Piccolo School.
Dodge!
Dodge!
I know of an elementary school I would like to be in, but I'm only doing it because I'm gonna destroy the village in the process. The elementary school Naruto with, yep.
Why? What? Why?
Because he wants to destroy the village. He just wants a reason to
Because they did that little motherfucker dirty.
Yeah,
It's
they did.
reparation time, man.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
He said, take care of my son. I'll take care of him like he was my own. Left a 3-year-old in an apartment by himself. And said, that's the rent. There you go. All of the village bullied him. All like, no. There's a monster inside of you. Find a way to connect to it. get his power, fuck all this shit up.
Oh my
That's what you do.
gosh.
Cause you know
I mean,
damn
it's not
well
like they didn't
Naruto would
deserve
have
it because they
befriended
definitely did.
Kurama when he was that young. The village would have been turned into a class floor. You do not play with a child's anger like that, especially
Unbelievable.
level one.
Okay, exactly. Like what? Okay, since we're talking about schools like this is another anime school that I think would be cool to go to. It's not my number one school, but it's a school I would want to go to. If y'all watch the show, it's Hyakao Academy, which is from Kakeguri.
Hmm.
Get your gambling freak on.
Yes.
Ugh.
Kakeguri Masho. Like first, the only thing I wouldn't want to be, I would have to be gambling and winning all the time because I could not be like one of the losing students, and then I have to be like a servant, basically. I think like the girls are like
It's just a matter
cats.
of time for that school get shot the fuck up for him.
No, because they only let the elite in, yo. They they only let the
Yeah.
elite in.
Oh, everybody here rich. What you gonna think happened to the one rich kid that got was gambled all
Well,
this shit
no,
away? Now it's
Yeah,
broke.
but do
most
you were
rich
like,
kids
yeah,
and
And
rich
they
people
always
know
doing life or death
discretion.
situations
okay,
anyway.
that's what I was about
He
to
gonna
say.
go to class and start subtracting.
Exactly. No, like all right, the beginning of the season, right? And then the end of the season. All right, I understand. Or was it 2 seasons? It was 2 seasons, right? I think I don't know, but whatever.
Two.
It gets to a middle part where it gets real dark and they're in the basement with the guns and
Hmm.
everything. And I'm just like, what is this show turning into? Like we are in muddy, gritty basements like something out of Saw. Because we want to get our gambling freak
You
on?
want to play the game?
Sign me up. Cause
No,
Yeah.
that school looks
you know
really
what?
fun if you have the
What's it?
money.
I can't remember. I'm trying to remember the name of the movie. It's not an anime. It's a movie. I watched it a few months ago, where it was like during the summer after the school year's end, they got this bullshit, ridiculous game over the summer for a large pot of cash doing stupid shit. It feels like that, but just with extra money.
Mm.
Everybody has
I don't want
money.
to do the crazy stuff. I want to do like the fun stuff, like when they did the whole like this random large building and they had to like try to win, like and I guess the only thing I didn't like was that the loser had to jump off the.
Oh, you talking
I,
about that
Yeah.
bullshit? Yo,
yeah, but
yo,
I don't want to do that. I would like
get your
to try to.
crazy ass out of here.
I don't want to do those parts of it again.
No, you
Again.
can't pick. You can't pick and choose parts of the universe.
I'm just saying, some parts were really fun. Like that could
Sure.
be fun without the death and the losing your fingers. Like
Speaking of
All of them are going to end up drug addicts and sex addicts. A handful of those,
okay.
a handful of those students are actually going to be okay. The rest of them, they are a school that allows a gambling addiction.
They was like
I,
Yumiko, sign
I
her
mean,
up.
what school didn't have gambling? I mean, in high
The
school,
school from Fruits Basket was very pure.
that's because it's fruit baskets.
Exactly.
I mean, oh, Sid.
Yes.
Oh, the school we're going to go to Jedi Academy.
Oh Lord.
I'm going to pass on that one. I'm going to pass.
Yeah, I'm disillusioned
Especially
by the
not when,
Jedi.
especially not when Obi Wan and Anakin was alive. I don't want to be. What are you doing? Just make him a mask and he gonna kill everybody. I would have been the only one on the council. I was like, I've foreseen the future. Stop playing around and give him a message.
Just give him
Some
the
of these
title.
schools that we're mentioning, like I wouldn't even want to like graduate from some of these schools and then like accidentally like hurt someone's feelings because then 10 years later they're going to find me when they're in the middle of their fit of rage and be like, that one time you said something mean to me in school. And it's just like, bro, I'm trying to live my life. Leave me alone. Like some of these schools, we can't even risk just being ourselves. Can you imagine
Yo,
going to the
I mean,
Invaders
that's
Zim
real,
school?
but that's real life
that's
though.
real life.
It
Also,
is real
Yeah.
life. It is real life.
like you tell
Hi.
somebody like they ask you what you think about something, and you just like, oh, it's not really for me, and that's all you said. You just said it's
No
not for
matter
you. Like you ain't say
no,
it was
Exactly.
horrible or
no matter
nothing. You
what,
just went on
whatever
to
you
take that
do
so
while
personal.
attending these schools, befriend the quiet kid. That must be your first step to survive.
I've always done
Because
that.
when you,
I've always befriended the quiet. Well, quiet kids always wanted to befriend me.
because when you get that text one morning telling you not to go to, you know what? I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop.
I'm done with you.
I'm gonna
I'm done.
stop.
I'm done.
I'm gonna stop. But the one high school universe I could never bang with, and I think we can all agree, Battle Royale.
No, ew. Mm-mm.
Sky high.
Oh, you mean American UA?
Yes. Basically, that's all it really was. Sky High was not that great.
No, it was not.
Garbage.
It's a horrible school.
What
It's
about the
like,
Academy of Unseen Arts?
mm, huh,
What school is that from?
Sabrina, the
yeah.
Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
Okay, I haven't seen
Uh,
that yet.
I don't know. They were kind of lit.
Yeah, I feel like if you're into any of that, like perhaps that would be attractive.
Yeah.
My number one school I would want to go to is not. It's nothing that I think people think about.
Mm,
It's from the anime. It's not Arthur's school. It's not Lakewood Elementary, but it's from the anime Vampire Knight. I would want to go to Cross Academy. I would want to be in a night school. Night school only had vampires because you literally
no.
live the most luxurious vampire high school life, drinking blood, practicing your powers, and just waiting years until you about to just rule the world. And you get to participate in all the school activities and have people fawn over you and give you chocolates on Valentine's Day, White Day, go to dances. Like, it's lit.
That
And
remind me of
then,
Vampire Academy. They turned it into a movie, but like it was a book first, and they had night
Yeah.
school.
The books were way better.
Way better. The movie was kind of
Way.
trash.
That movie felt cheap.
It was because they tried to turn it into a comedy, and it's not a comedy; it's a drama.
I hate when that happens. Like, sometimes if you just don't try to put that comedy in there, or sometimes if you just make movies for adults and not always try to make them for kids, they could be good too.
Yeah.
That's a different topic
They
though.
I
keep trying to
remember
like people. You know what people do when they do that? They're trying to make a movie for everybody, and it's like not everybody's gonna like this.
this
Yeah.
You
ain't
need
for
to have a
everybody.
specific. You need to have a specific audience member, audience viewer in mind when you do these things.
Exactly.
It's like this ain't for everybody, bruh. Just
In that show, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, because that was like one of my first thoughts for school. And I was like, wait, do they go to school in that
no,
show? Like, do the imaginary friends go to school?
no, they in
No,
that
they
house
just be in the house the whole time.
pretty much.
Yeah,
It's a foster
chilling.
home.
Yo, I wish they had a school. I miss when like Cheese came. Can you
Oh
imagine
my
like
god.
Cheese being in school, like raising his hand?
First off, Blue would always have detention.
Right,
Yep.
exactly. Blue, no one would like Blue, first of all.
No, the
I'd,
kids
I'd,
would love
I'd rock
Blue.
with,
The
I'd rock with
teachers would
Blue.
hate his ass.
The teachers, yeah, the teachers would hate Blue. Yeah.
Yo, how? Here's a funny question. How hard is it to be that a regular kid in a classroom with the Powerpuff Girls?
Oh my
Like,
god.
it's like no
I
matter
mean, it's
what,
probably not that hard at all because they're the minority.
because it's just like who's the best in class? Oh, of course it's Blossom. Meanwhile, you're like, but I have straight A's.
And I have a good
I
personality.
I would resent my
Blossom is
parents.
a
I'm not gonna
Virgo.
lie.
I love
How
I
dare
Blossom.
guess.
you?
Yeah, she is a
How
Virgo.
dare
I
you
love Blossom.
conceive me normally instead of giving me ability, having me have powers and abilities? I won't fly like them motherfuckers.
But I was
Well, you
born
weren't. You weren't.
the
You
regular
weren't test
way.
tube babies.
Done. Dang, y'all
They
just
made them in
stimulating
test
the
tubes.
bullying.
These definitely was made. They definitely were made in test tubes. They say that at the beginning of every episode.
Yes,
Sugar, spice, and everything nice, and then
and chemical
chemical
X.
X.
He didn't
X
even use
gonna give
a
it to
test
you.
tube completely. He used like a bowl.
Beakers and bowls.
Yeah, beakers and bowls. He
That
couldn't
doesn't
afford the
help.
test tube.
Damn, how poor of a scientist can you be?
He stole some beakers and then
Put a white
like
lab
oh
coat
dollar
on and
store
called himself
bowl.
doctor.
Mm-mm-mm. Also, like,
But
imagine
yeah,
being a
like
regular kid in Morty's school.
Rick and Morty from.
Yo,
I mean, it would be fine for the most part. The
would
school
it?
doesn't get touched that often.
Are you
That
sure?
we know of, but how
You
many
have to
realities
worry
have we
about. Hold on.
seen?
Yeah, you have to worry about which reality you're in. Like, you wouldn't want to be in a Cronenberg one. But for the most part, he's literally, Morty does not go to school. He'll miss weeks, if not months of school, hanging out with Rick. So being at that school, for the most part, you'll be fine.
Yeah,
It's
Morty's
but
not
not
about the
here.
reality you're in.
whenever you see that nigga in school, you're like, oh god, oh
Not
god.
even that. Because Rick is going to come. I'm like,
He's
hey,
like,
Morty, come on. 20-minute adventure. Let's go. Me and you, he will come
like,
straight to his school.
he about to bring that bullshit to
Walking through a
class. I'm
fucking
out.
portal. Can you imagine, yo? But can you imagine Rick opening up a portal or whatever, and then that shit opening like right while you like taking a shit or something?
Done.
Like you in a stall, and this nigga just walked through a fucking portal that just like appeared out of nowhere. Do you get sucked in because of the vortex of the portal,
Like, come on,
or
bro.
does he walk out fast enough so that neither one of you get sucked in when it, is supposed to disappear? Like, how does that work?
You know what?
Does he control exactly where the portal
Wait.
appears, or
I
Yeah,
feel like
Rick.
Matt Pat did a whole episode about this with Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I have this while Nico was explaining all that, I have this idea that Rick and Morty has this kind of inception episode with the magic school bus, Walkerville Elementary. So while the person is on the toilet, Miss Frizzle is having a field trip inside them while there's some portal in the Rick and Morty thing, and like that character is affected by both shows.
Oh. Well,
interesting?
no, there was an episode where a portal from Gravity Falls actually shows up in Rick and Morty.
But what happens to the kids while they're inside the person's body and the person goes through the portal?
They'll be fine until they leave out the kid and be stranded where the
Exactly.
fuck he's at.
Exactly. Miss Frizzle be like, I
Unless,
did not sign up for this. I know how
unless
to
the bus
explore the
can
body.
travel through space. Just
Listen, that bus went everywhere.
look, be
Everywhere.
worried about Miss Frizzle and the kids. The one person is not a factor. It's just good. It's
They should have had like a really good reproductive system episode on the Magic School Bus
No,
for like teenagers or something.
no,
No.
no.
No, I
That's
don't mean it
that's
in
when
that way. I mean it
that's
in a
when the
very
schools are supposed to do
a
their part.
very educational way, like a Magic School Bus episode for schools only, like when you're in 10th grade.
For what? Sex education?
Yes.
Bad idea.
Like you know that people still like there are like
No,
women
you
who
know
are
what
in
we
their
have for that
40s who
now?
don't understand the vulva, and like we could have Magic School Bus videos for adults.
We have 3 seasons of Big Mouth.
Yeah, that's true. That's
But
very
Big Mouth
true.
creeps me out though. Like Big
oh
Mouth makes me
well.
feel ridiculously uncomfortable.
Is it because these are child bodies,
Yes.
or is it because like it's just very adult themed? Because these are none of these people are children either. They're all voiced by grown ass adults.
Of course.
and
Of
the,
course.
and a lot of what they write in the show actually stems from their actual background.
I still think the show is meant to make people feel slightly uncomfortable because they felt uncomfortable going through it until
Yeah.
they became comfortable. So I think that's the point of the show.
I'm going through
Exactly.
changes.
So I
In
think
my
it's
As
life.
a matter of fact, that now there's an interesting school. There,
I don't want to go to that school.
I
I'm
want to
not
go to
sure if
that
I want to go
school.
to it.
I don't want to
Uh,
look at them. They first of all they're
I
funny
only wouldn't
looking.
want to go there
yeah.
because Jay is such a fucking creep.
You get that pillow fucker away from me.
Right.
But you know what the sad thing is? Jay is not as bad as his brothers.
Fair.
Yeah, and
But
elite
then you
and
know who
ironically,
actually I feel like I would feel the worst for, who I feel the worst for though, who will actually turn out to be a creep? Nick,
yep.
hands down.
Even though Andrew was already a creep.
Yo,
Yes, but he's like self-aware
yo,
enough
the
to
sky is the
maybe
limits for
change
how
it.
creepy fucking Andrew can be, bruh. In the room with your grandpa.
Oh god.
Like nigga, you tried to hook up with your cousin. What's
Done.
wrong? What's wrong with you? Like, what's nigga? You got caught trying to jack off to your homie's sister. What's
You
wrong
got
with you?
you got caught jacking
I mean,
off
but here's
in
the
the room
thing
with your
though. He was
grandpa's
he wasn't trying to
fucking body. All types of no. Just god damn. It's only gonna get worse.
Over it.
I think I think I could rock out with Big Mouth because these kids like these kids are really fucked up and today's kids are really fucked up. So it's pretty accurate.
Oh my
Hormone
god, Coach,
Monster is
I
very
couldn't.
accurate.
I got told I
Say
am
it
Both
again.
the
a
both the
monster.
guy and the girl hormone monsters. They
Yeah.
are both valiantly accurate. I'm gonna
Yes.
take a nice bubble bath. A bubble bath.
Fucking rage.
Exactly.
I love Nick Kroll and Maya Rudolph. Love them so much. I do have one honorable mention for a school. Remember the Academy from Our Real Monsters?
Oh my gosh. I do. I love our real monsters.
I used to think that was so cool. I'm like, they have to go out and scare humans and come back,
Yes.
get their brain scanned to show their assignment.
Yes. I really thought that cartoon lasted so much longer than it did, but it was only a few years. I thought that cartoon was on like all my childhood, yo.
Nah.
What yo, you know what I don't like when I was like looking up schools trying to remember things that I like. There's not many like fictional colleges and universities. Like there are, but then again there aren't like a lot of memorable ones that like you would really want to
I
go to.
mean, you got the John from Dear White People.
Yeah, but I feel like that's something that I can relate to in real life going
That
to
shit just
college.
looks like UPenn.
Honorable mentions. If you talk since we talking about colleges, one that I would love to go to, and one that I would fucking hate to go to. I would love to go to community.
Oh
Oh,
God.
Yo,
Why
oh gosh,
you couldn't even deal with real community?
done. Look, community college of
look,
Philadelphia
their community
experience.
college was fucking dope as fuck. No, a massive school wide fucking pillow slash blanket fort. The community I went to just had hoes sucking dick
Done.
in the fucking
Can you
stairwell
not?
and
Can you
niggas
not?
smelling like
Oh,
3 day old fucking moldy pizza. So
that
yeah,
wasn't
I
because it
could
was
just
Oh.
CCP. That was because
I
that's just
wasn't
those
I
people.
wasn't dropping the name of the school,
Oh my
but
gosh.
boy,
Listen.
I'll just say it. In the school I would hate to fucking go to, China, Illinois.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Your chances of becoming a random casualty is too goddamn high. And
If you have HBO Max, which you should, It's an Adult Swim cartoon called China, Illinois. It's so absurd.
China, Illinois, China,
Baby Cake.
Illinois. China, Illinois, China, Illinois. Yo, Baby Cakes was so fucking weird.
Yo.
He was so weird, but he always got up to the best shit.
I need my medicine. It's just a whole gallon of vodka on ice. Oh my goodness. All right. One of my favorite. This has been one of my favorite podcasts. It was just really funny. Probably gonna go back to this at some way at some point.
Definitely like for part 2. If y'all want to hear that, definitely like, comment, subscribe.
Any last comments about schools?
The Survey Corps training. That's a school. You literally train to possibly not stay alive.
Pretty much. Any more thoughts on school, Neat?
Nah, I ain't got nothing to add.
Engine?
Stay at school. Don't do drugs. And just because your friends are picking on you because your webcam and shit doesn't give you the right to stream snipe the Zoom class.
What?
Oh, with you?
Yeah, right. Where is? You know what? You leave. There's the door. It's right behind you. Goodbye. Leave.
I'll see myself out.
Yes.
Last thing I'm gonna say, for you folks listening, I know you've just spent the last year. You spent the last
this was
year.
a game.
Yeah, there's a portal back there. In case you guys didn't know, Engine has a portal in his back room, so he's able to like just walk through and portal over to people's houses and whatnot.
But for the folks who've been listening, I know some of you are parents and you've had to be
highly upset with some of us at some time.
You've had to deal with your kids a little bit longer than usual over the last year. But now a lot of schools are opening up.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Hopefully,
for some parents.
For some of you, it's still going to be the same way it was before. For some of you, you can get back to what they call normal. Please be vigilant. Take care of yourselves, and
wear your masks, please.
Since your kids are home, feel free to walk around naked.
Feel free to walk around naked. It's now the time to do what you wanted to.
The only thing is, though, if you got toddlers and whatnot, them little motherfuckers like to grab and pull down at shit. And these little motherfuckers is
sit them in a little fucking corner.
And you don't think these little motherfuckers be sitting there escaping them like little ninja babies and shit?
Possibly build a cage around them. That's why I'm saying. Give them this sippy cup. Give them their little snacks, and you sit them down and watch Coke. Here, watch Cocomelon. About to go blow your mom's back out. Leave us a fucking.
Wow. All right. This is why we need a village when it comes to taking care of children.
This is why he won't be a single parent.
Thank you. No. Everyone is glad. I'm glad everyone's getting back to school. Kids, study. Put down the TikTok. Get your knowledge.
I feel so bad for the ones.
Kids, college students too.
I feel so bad for the parents raising TikTokers. Oh my God! I know y'all. I know you're gonna be happy when they at school for all the parents raising TikTokers. Why are you doing a renegade at 3 in the goddamn morning?
I mean, I feel like those parents are also doing the renegade, but trying to tell their kids to not do the renegade.
Yeah,
that's
possibility.
You got a lot of do as I say, not as I do type people, which is stupid because it's like lead by example, bitch.
Right.
Duh.
But it's time for us to say goodbye. We want to thank everyone for tuning in today. This is the Amerime Junkies from Amerime Media. Thank you for listening into this podcast, wherever you're listening to it, be it on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or Google Play or Anchor. or anywhere else. Be sure to check out our website, AmerimeMedia.com, and feel free to follow us on our social medias, which is Amerime Media, AMERIMEMEDIA. That is across Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Hey, y'all,
And
take care.
I guess we're signing out. Say goodbye, everybody.
And bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Take
Hey guys, Demon Engine here, and if you enjoyed that video, be sure to click like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know how much you enjoyed that video. If you want to see more, click on either of these boxes, and we'll see you next time.